doing, boys? All right?
Yeah,
Good.
really good.
Is this your first time to Southend?
No, we've been to Southend a few times. We've actually, back in our pop star days, we played the Cliffs Pavilion, which is just along there, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you seen anybody at the Cliffs Pavilion?
No.
No.
You could have seen PG and Dublin back in the day.
You guys have worked with each other,
Yeah.
been mates, what, for 30 years?
30 years
Yeah.
now, yeah.
I mean, we've known each other for 40, but we've never worked with each other for that length of time.
It's great. It's working with your best friend. You know what it's like.
Yeah.
The pressure's off when there's two of you as well,
Yes,
isn't it? Because you're doing it
absolutely.
with your best mate, you're having a laugh. Ultimately, you're going to have a good day at work.
Yeah.
It all kind of happened by accident as well. You know, we were in Biker Grove together,
Yeah.
and our we didn't know each other, and our characters became best friends. So invariably, we were on set together all of the time, and in between takes, we just try and make each other laugh. And we just clicked, and we got on as pals, and the characters in the show got really popular. So we got invited to do TV shows and like Live and Kicking and Saturday morning stuff together.
That's when I first met you boys.
Yeah.
You both grew up in Newcastle. What was the food like growing up?
Good British foods, you know, shepherd's pies, roasts,
Wholesome.
wholesome foods, really. My mum worked as well, so I mean, I'd be at home on my own with my sister, so I'd cook for her.
Yeah.
And you'd learn quite quickly.
I'm the youngest of 7. 3 brothers, 3 sisters.
I mean, that's incredible effort from Mum and Dad there.
I don't think they had a TV for a while. There wasn't anything else to do in the evenings.
But you couldn't cook. And was that because you were
There's
the
no
baby
need for
of
him
the
to cook,
family?
was there?
I never had need to. There was always somebody there to do it.
What do you mean, you can't cook a thing?
Oh, no, I can cook.
Okay.
I can cook a bit. A little bit. I'm good. I'm good with your books and stuff. I get me little
So
Jamie
a
book
recipe out
A
and
recipe out.
fine.
And follow a
Yeah,
recipe.
yeah.
But don't ask me to riff anything in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That's bad
No.
news.
He doesn't know, when we first started living together, because we shared a flat in London when we were doing the music, and you really didn't have a clue, did you?
Not a clue.
He rang me once to say, what do I do with these baked beans? Genuinely, right? He thought you had to cook a baked bean, like leave it in the oven for like 4 hours, at gas mark, whatever.
So have you two ever cooked together?
Nah.
In tandem?
Kind of, well...
We lived together,
I've
so...
watched him.
Yeah.
And I help.
He passed me stuff.
I wash up.
So you guys, top presenters, obviously.
Thank you.
Actors.
Yeah, we started off as actors, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But also pop stars.
In the loosest possible term.
No.
we were for a while, yeah, we were.
You had a #1, right?
Yeah.
19 years after we released it.
Yeah.
We released Let's Get Ready to Rumble.
Well, yes.
Went to number 9 in the charts. Then we did it for a joke on Saturday Night Takeaway. It went to number 1.
It
We
was
used
brilliant.
to dance to it. I mean, we...
Yeah.
You're admitting that
Yeah,
on
yes.
telly. But we had 3 albums, we toured the world. We went all around Germany, we had hits.
Singapore.
Singapore, Indonesia, Japan.
What about the food? You must admit, some incredible food.
We
Didn't eat a bite of
we
it.
didn't try any of it. All the sushi, all the sashimi, nothing. We were like...
And sort
we
of
were like-
adventurous.
We were just scared of it.
You thought it was like an early version of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Well, yeah.
Is that originally
There you
from?
are, that's
It was
what
our
I
Bush
did.
Tucker trial.
Yeah.
So where did you eat them?
We were staying at this hotel and we'd get the concierge to take me to KFC, McDonald's, whatever, and write it in Japanese, and then on the back of it, take me back to the hotel, and we'd hand it to a taxi driver. They'd read it,
show them,
take
they'd
us,
take us to
wait
McDonald's,
for us,
we'd eat.
and then we'd come back.
Show
I
them
mean,
the hotel
terrible.
and they'd take us
That was
back.
it.
But now I love Japanese food.
That is one of the few regrets we've got of our career, is that we didn't enjoy the cuisine.
Here's the thing, here's the challenge.
Here we
because
go.
In
Here we
this
go.
show,
Yes.
we go back to a moment in time.
Yeah.
And what we did do is go back to the same hotel you stayed in.
The
New
Otani.
Otani.
Yeah. So we went there, we spoke to them. Funny enough, the concierge is still there that was
Wow.
there when you were there.
There she is.
So
Concierge.
this is Miss Kojima.
Right.
It's very possible that it was her that wrote that on the back
Oh
of one
my
of your
God,
bits of
that's
paper.
brilliant. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
But thank you.
You are Hollywood hot property at the moment, aren't you?
Definitely. Yes, you are.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
And
Is that
so,
why I
how
get
old are you
Prosecco
now?
25.
So
Yeah.
you got nominated for an Oscar at 13
Yeah.
for Atonement.
Yeah, it was...
How was your drama teacher at school about that?
I didn't have a drama teacher.
Even worse!
So they were all like, hold on a minute. No, I remember I went to like one stage school class and it just wasn't for me at all because I didn't want to do like the musical theatre stuff. So I don't think I had like a big enough personality to do that. So yeah, my dad is an actor as well and he was doing a short film when I was like 7 and they just needed a kid for it.
Did you just absorb the sort of structure of filming, scripts? Did you just take it all in then?
Yeah, I think so. I think like going to visit him on set meant by the time I did it, it just felt like very sort of natural.
You were comfortable with it?
Yeah, I like the chaos of it.
Your latest film, Little Women.
Yeah.
It looks like you had loads of fun on that.
I did, yeah, because I was just surrounded by other little women. Yeah. Just little women everywhere. Yeah, we had an amazing time. We shot it in sort of just outside Boston, and we were there for like 4 months.
And incredible actors and actresses. Meryl Streep as well.
Yeah, have you heard of her?
Oh, just a bit.
I think she's going to be really big. I think she might be on this show next year if she plays her cards right.
Exactly. How was it, you know, being with Meryl?
It was so like surreal getting to work with her, but we got this one scene together where we're both sort of like at each other, and the two of them really sort of butt heads, their characters. So we were just able to have like loads of fun with it. And then when they said that they were gonna move on, it just sort of hit me that I had gotten to do this scene with like a hero, you know. So I just went up to her and I was like, "Thank you for letting me act with you." And she was like, "It's fine."
You've done so many incredible roles so far. I mean, you've had Oscar nominations, right?
Yeah, the films that I got nominated for, I loved them
Yeah.
so much, and I had such a great time on all of them, and I think I can really pinpoint a change in myself, like as an actor and as a person when I came out of them. But I do think it's something that you have to try and just like have fun with as much as possible.
So don't get too attached to the
I don't
whole-
think you should get too wrapped up in it now.
Do you know what? I'd love to be an actor, just to play all
Would
these
you?
parts. Oh my God! So I look at the work you've done, and it's like, oh, you could be anything you want. You can turn accents on and off.
Moving on.
You're an expert at
moving
it.
straight
But
on.
also, but didn't you have to do some impression of Shrek to win a holiday?
I didn't do it of Shrek. I did it of the Gingerbread Man.
Come on.
Okay.
I know the one you mean.
You're a monster. What are we gonna cook today, Jamie?
So you do something like that, and then there you are doing, you know, Mary Queen of Scots. Okay, we want to find out a bit more about you.
Okay. Doing that one, I do.
Okay, here we go. Okay, what do you miss most about Ireland when you're away filming?
I miss my dog, Fran.
Oh.
She's very cute. She's basically me in dog form. She's like blonde and she's got messy hair and she's a bit like mad looking.
Now, what is the hardest accent to master?
The hardest accent for me to do is like a very posh English accent. The really, really posh ones are great, like the ones they do in The Queen, because it's sort of clipped like that.
Yeah.
But if you're doing just like an RP accent, it has to be very sort of brought back. There's not much melody in an RP accent. Have you done an RP accent?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, you're right.
But can you do an Essex accent?
Essex is like...
Yeah! Do you want a drink?
Yeah, cup of beer.
Easy peasy.
So, is this your first time Southend, or have you been here?
I've been here before doing shows.
You've got the new tour now, haven't you?
Yep, Wallop, back on tour. So,
Wallop.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Wallop.
Wallop, good man.
Just I like the word, doesn't get used very often,
Yeah.
and it sort of sums up my comedy, really, where it's going to be fun, take your mind off, you know, work, kids, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, no, I love doing it. It's my favourite thing to do, so...
You're very energetic.
Yes.
When I watch you, I often think, God, that's exhausting, because, like, you are so enthusiastic for everything.
Well, it is just an extension of your personality, and I sort of fizz with overexcitement. And like, when at school, I had to go to speech therapy to calm down. Even now, like, I'm excited. Speech therapy.
What?
I mean, ironically, I didn't go very well if you had to make me repeat what I said.
Were you ever thinking for a moment that you would be a comedian for a job?
Never. Well, no one did it. Like, my dad was a cab driver. Like, my other brother was a cab driver. I used to work at the flower market with my brother, who still works at the flower market.
So you're always full of a bit of trap then? Because
Yeah.
those market guys and cabbies, they love a talk.
Don't shut up. Like, my house growing up was busier and louder than a panel show. There was like, I've got 4 brothers. You have to try and fight to be heard and stuff like that. So
growing up in your household, 5 boys around the dinner table, it must have been chaos.
yeah, it was busy. It was like feeding time at the zoo. My mum was a good cook though, so if you didn't get in quick, you didn't get it.
Did she ever get a night off?
For birthdays, we used to go to the same Chinese restaurant, Nu Ming, and it was like an all-you-can-eat. We'd go for like all the prawn toast and chicken satay. Then you go for the duck. So we never would have had duck having takeaways at home. So you really made the most of it when it's on tap.
And do you remember the first time you tried it?
Probably about 7 or 8. I think I've got about 15 years of birthdays at Nu Ming. You can flip through and see me at different ages.
So this restaurant has been part of your life.
Yeah, Nu Ming, yeah.
Well, listen, mate,
Yes.
we like to do a bit of research in this show.
Okay.
So we researched New Ming.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. We spoke
Is it
to
still
him.
going? I've not been for ages.
It is. Let me just show you. We got the manager, Danny, here. Lovely boy.
Yeah,
Danny
Danny.
Bang. He's also a professional Elvis.
Ah, I've heard they do Elvis down there now. I mean, what more do you want? Elvis and Duck on Tap?
I know. Nothing.
Well, come and join us. I've got some questions for you. Almost like a quick fire
I
round.
feel like I'm on Bake Off.
A lot of these questions have come from our diners here. You've got to come up with whatever comes in your head first, right? Okay. What is something that you have learned this week?
Strong flour. It's a bit arrogant in its name, but it does deliver. I'd call it well-placed confidence flour.
What is the worst reaction you've ever had to one of your jokes?
Did a show and I was about an hour in and someone heckled, "Is this all you do?" I had to go, "Yeah."
All right. Who is the person most likely to get you in trouble?
Probably myself. I could get overexcited and I
You'd
get too
never-
much enthusiasm.
You've never noticed?
No.
No, you can tell. You get me in trouble quite a lot. You just egg me on. Go, do that, do that, do that.
I can see that. And
Eat
then
that
you're pulling the
watercress.
strings and you're the one who get in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
Who ate the watercress?
Yeah.
This guy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot worse.
Yeah, I know.
What's the naughtiest thing you've ever done?
Naughtiest thing I've ever done. Well,
Think hard.
Yeah. I mean, how far before you can get prosecuted?
Let me just check. Is there a policeman anywhere? Policewoman? What are you laughing at?
Oh, no, you police. Oh, God. It's your day off, you're still wearing police colours. What's
listen.
going on? No, I was at school and there was a group of lads that are a bit naughty. Someone stole a bottle of wine from, like, the Parent-Teacher Association dinner, and on the way out, they grabbed a bottle of wine and we drank it in the woods and we got caught, and I went and report, and that was very naughty.
Is that the worst thing you've done? No, it's
Obviously not, but this is going on telly, mate. I've got a marriage and a family to keep happy.
And a couple right next door.
And a police officer in front of me.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sir Patrick Stewart!
Welcome. Good to see you.
Jeremy, we are so excited to have you here. Welcome to Southend.
I've never been to Southend before. I've never been in a cooking show.
Yay!
No, this would be the moment for you to recast.
This is perfect. Cup of tea?
A black coffee.
Coming our way.
So, one of our greatest actors, one of our greatest exports.
I have never been called an export before. Thank you very much. That's how I shall consider myself from now on.
But obviously, one of the things that really stands out for me, growing up as well, Star Trek. So, did you think Star Trek would be that big?
Somebody said to me, come to Hollywood, make some money for the first time in your life, which was true.
Yeah.
Get a suntan, maybe meet some girls, go home. It didn't quite work out like that. We did 7 seasons, 178 episodes.
Incredible.
But we're coming back.
New Star Trek.
It's not going to be Next Generation. It's 20 years in the future, further into the future than Star Trek actually has ever gone.
Right.
And have you had a fitting for your new outfit? Can you give us clues? Is it stretchy?
It's been minimalised, the spacesuit.
Yeah, Jimmy, it sounds like a lot of cling film's being used.
Only on a Friday night. So, was it a natural progression from classically trained actor, the Royal Shakespeare Company, to something in sci-fi?
All science fiction. The language is not totally naturalistic.
Yeah.
There's a certain heightened quality about it, which is Shakespeare.
Yeah.
So I think that's why all of us fitted in. So Ian into Gandalf and all those other guys into their roles.
You're a Yorkshireman through and through then, aren't you? Born and bred, but your Yorkshire accent's disappeared.
I don't know what they're talking about, lad. Bloody hell, I've talked like this all my bloody life, haven't I?
Sir Patrick, can you cook?
No.
Okay.
I make toast. Really good toast. Now, I love eating. You
That's
see.
good.
And your wife is a great cook.
Where did we meet, Sonny?
At the restaurant I was working at. I wasn't cooking, though. I was front of house.
Sonny, today's a good day because what he doesn't know is that you'll be serving. So
Very good.
today, everyone, Patrick is your waiter.
Well,
And you can give him a tip if you want.
yes, indeed you can.
What kind of cuisine do you love?
I was brought up on my mother's Yorkshire pudding, which was stupendous. But the conditions in which she had to cook were primitive. We lived in what was known locally as a one-up, one-down. Sonny loves to talk about my Victorian childhood.
Truly, I mean, it didn't have hot running water, you know.
Nope.
Took 1 bath a week.
And that 1 bath a week, has that average improved over the years? Because, you know, you're coming into a food preparation area here. You know, like, we'll have to have a little sniff up.
So what kind of food were you eating?
Tripe.
That old British delicacy, yes.
And it looked so disgusting on the plate, especially with that frilly part of it up on the top.
Yeah.
But once every 2 or 3 months, my mother would make a special trip to the butcher's and she would come back with a sheep's head. And she boiled the whole head with my mother went into the pot and was served up to my dad on a plate. I mean, you know, the face looking at him.
I mean, the great news for you guys today is we've got sheep's head.